Hello, friend. If your keyboard instrument has been sitting in a corner, just sad and lonely for a while now, not being played, and I'm talking about any instrument that has this particular layout, whatever you might call the instrument, whether that's an accordion or an electric keyboard or anything else that has this very specific layout. Here's another example of how you can take pretty much any song you can think of and learn it from scratch, beginning with its most important element, the key that it's been written in. Let me show you. Before we go into any details, just a quick reminder that there are only 12 keys to choose from, thanks to these 12-tone equal temperament system that's been adopted about 100 years ago. So within the octave, you have 12 notes, and of those 12 notes, there's always going to be 7 of them that make up a very particular key. Now, a song doesn't have to stick strictly to that collection of 7 notes. You can have notes from outside that key, but the vast majority of the notes are going to be those particular 7 notes. And let's pick this one just as a quick example. Without naming the key, I'm just going to play 7 notes. So those 7 notes make up a very specific key. And if you were to play the octave of this note, it'll be this one here. Within this very specific group of notes, this one has exactly the same name as this one. Different frequency, but the exact name, except for the indicator of where it is in the octave. So this will be C sharp 4, this will be C sharp 5. Now, that aside, let me pick a random song from my selection of light songs, and we're just going to go to the 7th of them. And whichever that is, we'll try and figure out the key that is in and how you would go about beginning to learn the song by ear. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Shook it up.
7. Very nice. A ballad. Okay, so let's see. So we're just listening to the melody for a tiny bit. If I ask you to dance, if I ask you to dance. So we have 3 notes. Okay, so we have 4 notes. Okay, 5 with you, and then so we have 5 notes, we're missing 2 notes. 6. Hero, baby. Okay, so there's going to be this one here. Now, we have all 7 notes, and the layout is pretty much this. So we have loads of white notes and 1 black note. And in this chart thingy, you can see that it's this one on this side. And I'll show you closer. So again, there's only 12 of them, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're looking at this one in particular. So these 7 notes. Loads of whites, 1 black. This particular one, out of the group of 3, is the one on the left, right? And my suggestion is that these 3 fingers are always playing these black notes wherever you have any of them. So we're gonna have, so that's for the right hand, and for the left hand it's gonna be the opposite. So this finger is gonna play the one on the left. So we're gonna have, and then we have 2 more. So then you have this position, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. So now that we have those 7 notes that we were looking for, we're in the key that the song has been written in. We have a position for the right hand and another for the left. And we're not playing the song just yet. Any song you can think of, generally speaking, will be comprised of a melody, and then beneath that you'll have chords and rhythms and all kinds of things that we're not worrying about just yet. The melody is the one element that stands out the most, so it makes sense to begin with that. So you listen to the song in the background and try and figure out where the melody goes. So obviously the aim is to learn the song and be able to play it from memory and know all the various elements about it, technical stuff and non-technical. The process is slightly different because you're looking at the song from the outside first, and then you slowly zoom in on various elements. And also learning it by ear allows you to focus in various elements of the song at different times. It's not as linear as it would be if you were to, say, use sheet music or even chord sheets. When you listen to any piece, there's things that you might not hear the first time. And then when you go and listen a second and a third and so on, they suddenly appear, depending on how much knowledge you have, generally speaking, music theory and such. I think, again, it makes for a more enjoyable process, learning things by ear first. And it probably also improves your listening skills almost unconsciously. Your eye-hand coordination, I think you work on that a little bit more. Generally speaking, again, if you start learning a song with the big bits first, looking at from the outside, getting a sense of it, and then zooming in various elements of theory, I think it's a better process. Now, let me know if this helps, if this makes any sense to begin with when you listen to it, and if you do get to sit down at your keyboard or use your keyboard instrument, if it helps in any way, especially if you're used to a different process. I'm quite curious. Let me know in the comments or send me an email, whatever works for you.